Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'll give y'all some time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. I know for some you didn't get the notifications, and again, for those who are not getting it, just make sure you do what you necessarily need to get the notifications. I believe I'm shadow banned to a degree, but it is what it is. Really don't matter because messages still need to get out. First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Wednesday. Hopefully everybody was smoothly able to get through the work day. Hopefully I was smoothly able to get through anything you're going through right now. Might be going through certain situations. Hopefully you keeping your head strong, keeping your head held high, definitely. And we almost to the weekend, so whatever y'all got planned, make sure y'all staying safe as always. Kev, what's going on, my guy? Liz, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. Definitely was a good one. And if you missed it, you can catch the replay. James, what's going on, my guy? But I wasn't far off yesterday about what I was saying about parents actually trying to instill the best qualities or just trying to work on the best qualities when it comes to their kids. Kids do have an option to grow and be something in life. It shouldn't always lead to a fast-paced hustle or anything along those lines to get where you got to get to. Denise, what's going on, baby? Now, for those in the city, especially the ones I rock with, make sure that y'all keeping yourselves vigilant and visual because I'm telling you, it's been a whole heap of mess within the last, almost 6 months. Went through a little bit of everything. Marlene, what's going on, baby? Sirius, what's going on, baby? Jazz, what's going on? What's going on? Definitely for the women, make sure y'all not just have pepper spray, but make sure y'all got something that really is going to keep y'all, well defended just in case. Still having incidents of people getting pushed on the subway, getting pushed in front of trains, so on and so forth. And again, that's crazy. Davis, what's going on, baby? Don't call me a stranger. You ain't been in here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you just call me a stranger and you the one ain't been in here in weeks? And cut that shit out. Matter of fact, where my pancakes at? Poor Dirt Farmer, what's going on? Yeah, come over here with that. Matter of fact, Liz, get your peoples in check, man. You don't come in here without no pancakes and talk that junk. Talk about stranger. Susanna, what's going on, baby? Rose, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, but again, for those in the city, like I said, just be real careful. Because in certain areas where it's supposed to be police protection, it ain't none. Which is a scary thing because you still don't know what could be going on. Read a story about a dude getting stabbed on a train because of an argument he had with somebody. Now, see, this is the thing I'm talking about. Part of it is what I was talking about with people respecting each other's space and just respecting things in general. 52 years old, got stabbed in his back multiple times because apparently the person he had the confrontation with had told him to stop smoking on the platform. I don't know how to feel about that, only because it's like that's kind of like overkill to a degree. Kind of like overboard. I mean, I granted, if you have an issue with people smoking cigarettes around you, you kindly either move away, and it's a big platform, so it's either you gonna move away or you ask the person nicely. And even if you ask the person nicely, that doesn't mean just because they didn't hear you or because they ignored you that you should go above and beyond to do that. Now, you mean to tell me you're going to be sitting in jail 9 out of 10 because that's almost attempted murder? Stab dude in the back. Like, come on. And I'm sorry, but it is a scary notion to think that, again, some people are going that distance just because they want to prove a point. But in the same token, too, as big as that area is, or at least that platform area is, you could have just walked away. Because there's been times I've been on these trains, whether we indoors or we outdoors on the elevated playing field. People don't care. Some people just do not care. Oh, we had trolls in here? Oh, snap. We had trolls in here. No. Well, like I said, ain't my fault you getting sniped all the time. Um, nah, Davis, we ain't playing, period. Because I already made this quite clear. It's sad that a lot of these people really be miserable and really be needing a hug. You got time to be talking about that. Things we talking about is what we talking about. And if you don't like it, why be around it? And the dumbass still can't answer that fucking question. If you don't like me, or if you got so much to say about me, why be around me? Wait a minute, what's today's date? Oh, thank y'all for reminding me. It's almost the first of the month. That's why they gonna start acting like this. When it's not the first of the month, these niggas barely be around. So I'm not bothering them. Let them get their little social security check today or tomorrow. I'm gonna still need PC off that retard. Sorry. What I be talking about with people coming in here trying to be a pester. Again, this is a part of what I was talking about. Not respecting people's space. Come on now. And again, you making yourself look foolish, redundant. When you gonna wake up and realize that? All I'm saying. See that y'all wasn't fed right, burped right, or you just wasn't raised right. Because I could remember if I don't like somebody, I don't be around them. I don't even bother them. But apparently, you must have missed the memo in the short bus crew. So yeah, I could expect that. Cool gamer, what's going on? And if they said this shit, because I couldn't even see what was being said just now. But if it was saying some shit to anybody in here, apologies. But this is the fucking retarded shit you gonna get when you on here. And we know this. See, this be the type of person that don't respect boundaries in real time and might end up getting themselves poked up at some point. I see it happening. And I normally don't wish harm on people, but I'm wishing harm on them today. Because apparently you really missed the memo. Nobody cares about your constant trolling. Instead of being cowards, say what's really on your mind. If you're not going to do it, respect the space and stay the fuck out of here. It's just that simple. Colton, what's going on, my guy? I'll be talking about with these first of the month rejects over here. Don't know when to chill out. God, it really is sad though. From this standpoint, it's crazy because you're gonna be sitting up for a couple of years just because you just because a person either didn't put down a cigarette or whatever. Like, look, I done had situations where people are smoking bud on the train. Most you can do is say, "Yo, pardon me," bro. Like, even then, you gotta be iffy about that because you never know what's what. Now, what if the shoe would have been on the other foot? After you asked him to stop smoking a cigarette, he would have turned around and tried to stab you. Now you would have been crying the victim, right? But meanwhile, it's like, come on now. Y'all gotta make things make sense now. Gotta make it make sense. Angela, what's going on, baby? Again, there's a way to do things and still have respect for people's spaces. Prime example, if I know I don't like cigarette smell, weed smell, any type of smell for that matter, I'm kindly going to just get up and move away. If there's not a problem to me, it's not a problem to me. It might be a problem to you, but it might not be a problem to nobody else. And depending on who was actually sitting up on the subway, if they didn't say nothing, obviously you should just left it be. Don't make no sense. If somebody refuses to respect your request, you got two choices. You could do things on a calculated aspect and still keep yourself preserved, or you could risk it all. Who wants to risk it all? When you taking certain risks like that, you kind of messing up whatever you probably had coming towards you as far as a blessing is concerned. You don't even know that. That's why I said for those in the city, just be area and keep your eyes really glued in. Another thing I was going to talk about tonight, there's some of them who are actually, and I'm speaking to y'all dancers out there, y'all little content creators, whether you young or you getting up there, it doesn't matter. For some of y'all need to be mindful and be careful, especially around the platforms. I watched the blooper that almost could have went wrong. These young ones trying to do these little dances or whatever the case is and almost knock the lady into the tracks. You have to be careful. Even if you're trying to get you a little viral moment, you need to be careful on where you at when you're doing it. Because I'm not going to lie to you, some of you are putting yourself somewhat in danger because regardless to what, there are some areas you're just not going to be able to do what you want to do. They will kindly escort you off the premises if they have to. And this is the problem. I don't mind it, but y'all still got to be safe and careful. And I've always felt you want to do any type of dance moves, performances, or anything, it should be mostly outdoors. And if you're going to be indoors, you still need to be careful and be safe. One thing I know for a fact shouldn't be done And I've seen one or two dancers try to do that. It's like you're almost playing games to a point where you could be on the tracks. Don't do that, man. You gotta think about your safety. A viral moment, like a viral moment, is not worth your safety or your life. It ain't. What is it going to get you? And you still ain't get to where you need to get to. Telling you, there's a lot of things that can happen. Freak accidents happen almost every day. Don't be a part of that because you was trying to get a viral moment and trying to give the world something. There's ways to do that and be safe doing it. Bronze, what's going on, my guy? Oh, I'm good, Marlene. I'm good. Workflow as always. I'm trying to, and man, I gotta look at the camera real quick. It's trying to fake rain on me again. Uh, Other than that, I'm good. Just trying to give a good awareness out because again, I'm not I'm not against anybody trying to do their little dance routines, whatever the case is, it's cool. But there's a time and a place too. Like prime example, you got some that they love to perform, and then you got a crowd or you got a subway car with more than 20 people in it. Want to grab on the poles doing it, and not saying that you're not in control of what you're doing. But there still could be a possibility you slip up, you miscalculate, you go grab for something, you slip, and you end up either hurting yourself or hurting the passenger next to you. Now I've seen some people come on the subway car, I was crowded at night, and they put a little speaker down and start doing the karaoke stuff like that. That's cool. Not disturbing nobody really. Not disturbing nobody really. But when you come on a crowded car with more than 30 people in there and you trying to spin and do all these acrobatics and stuff, nah, you could mess around and sometimes even in that instance cause a little drama that you don't need. It is about being wiser. Yes, Marlene, yes. I went with that theme today. Appreciate you for dropping the link series, baby. Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. The reason why I'm also saying be careful with these viral moments you're trying to get is because look at all the violence that's going on the trains. Now, like I said, people are getting slashed, stabbed up. We just had a couple of incidents of shootings on the train. Even out on the platforms. You got to be mindful. There's too many different things going on. We still got these protests going on with the Palestinian, whatever. So it's like, come on, it's a little bit of everything added right now in the city. Granted, y'all young, y'all trying to do what you do, and I'm not knocking. But in the same token, be respectful. Just pick your spots, basically. And you got to think about that. Like I said, you could go for one of them flips and end up flipping yourself into somebody and harming them. Might end up both of y'all being harmed. Or little bruises, you never know. But even still, who wants to go through all of that? You need to be in an area where number one, there is no congestion at. And you also got to make sure that you're not in an area where you can get yourself hurt at. You're sitting there doing these videos almost by the platform, well, shoot, by the tracks, basically. It'd be your luck, God forbid, something happens, and now you do slip on the track as the train is coming. So you have to be careful. Again, Some of you parents, I would tell you that too. Your kids is out here doing whatever, getting their little viral moment in their clicks. You better make sure they're in safe hands. You have to. Because again, what are you doing if your child gets harmed in the midst of everything? They're not saying you can't be with them again 24/7. But when you know they're gonna be out and about doing whatever, just at least make sure there's an extra eye at it and some extra safety. If I know my child is gonna be on 40 dudes dancing or doing whatever, I have to make sure they at least around the right people and making sure they with the group of people that's gonna be for them, just in case if anything does transpire that they can't get out of. You gotta make sure that these kids are definitely amongst the right crowd of people. Or at least just being as observant. Look what's happening now to a degree. People are getting sneak punched. They just caught a dude that was, I think he was running around the city, and I think he had attacked like at least 6 different women, just punching them in the face. Where we do that at? When it been accustomed for any real man to punch a woman in the face? But then they'll say mental health. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Again, I stress that no matter what in life, safety is always the most important protocol. That's just from a realistic standpoint. Shades, what's going on, baby? Again, teaching your children the basics, even down to defending themselves, if in the event they have to, will come in handy. It will definitely do works. See, and I'm not gonna lie, this is the only thing that's not an opinion. Safety is always number one. Care what measure of life you're walking in, safety is always going to be the number one course of protocol. Gotta be mindful in these streets right now. Be safe on that road, baby. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it is trying to fake rain again. Wait a minute. You see how heavy it's getting, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I finally get to come out my booth. But you got to remember that, though. Again, you youngins out there that's doing the little dance videos or even the little comedy skits, so on and so forth. Again, make sure that you're in a safe and comfort zone. Make sure you have the right people who are down for those videos, and don't just do things on random people because it's not going to look good at all. Not going to lie to you. There's a couple pranks. There was a couple people who was doing pranks. Even some of them videos coming on here, and it didn't look good for them, and it didn't end good for them. Because again, you don't know what you're going to encounter, especially in a big city like this. Oh no, I know, James. I know it was supposed to start back raining an hour ago. It was. It still might. But I know tomorrow definitely a pour out. Oh yeah, for those who got to be out and about, in those areas where you know you're getting rain again, make sure you just protect that at all costs. Keeping yourself safe altogether, as far as your health is concerned, especially if you're already going through slight problems already. Healing prayers to those who need it right now, especially those who are part of the collective. Again, you already know where we at. Oh, we ain't going nowhere. Get your health in order. You know we're gonna be here. But yeah, you gotta be careful. And a lot of times, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of these stations don't have that quote unquote barrier and that barricade that's supposed to prevent people from falling on the tracks, man. Not all of them got that yet. So for those stations who still got to deal with whatever, again, just be mindful on platforms. The minute son don't look out of the minute son look out of pocket, move, move quick. Use your instincts. You never know. You want to at least make sure you're in a comfort in the safe zone. So in the event of anything, you try to beat the odds, basically. Not gonna lie to you at all. It's getting more spooky in the city as we speak. So again, some of those who need to hear that, make sure your kids are straight. Whatever they're getting into as far as extracurriculars, if they are getting into positive ones, just make sure they on the up and up. And if you've seen that, if you see that something could be wrong, even if they don't say something, still do your investigation and still sit down and have that talk. Got another story earlier about it was that six people was injured in a fight that happened in a high school in Jamaica, Queens. The problem is 5 out of the 6 people got taken into custody. All of them had minor injuries, but it's still, how do 5 out of 6 people get taken in if it was a big brawl regardless? But then again, there has to be a victim. And then also, they're trying to find out if those that were in that melee even went to the school. See, that's another thing I was going to bring up today about making sure your child's schools is safe. Again, they gotta deal with the same thing they can be dealing outside. Deal with ignorance and some form of violence. Some of that violence could definitely be too extreme for them. On all levels, you would have to make sure your child is safe. And like I said before, there are some parents who they really need to, while they still can, really try to shift gears for these kids. Gonna have to do so. Just like I was saying yesterday, should be no reason a 12-year-old is locked up right now because of just sheer violence. And the fact that, again, we still don't fully know what all happened. You want to try to even avoid that because guess what? You got to be mindful with your kids because guess what? They could be the reason sometimes there's a lot of situations happen. And I'm talking about those who really need to pay attention to their kids. You can't cry and mope about certain things if you not really seeing what's going on. Making sure that they in the right spots they're supposed to be in. Making sure they ain't doing nothing outside of the ordinary. You know? Like again, I feel that's the most damaging thing for your child to be roaming around at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. They should have been somewhere indoors safe. You know? That's true facts right there. Come on, bro. Like I was saying before, there's nothing good outside after a certain time. From what was deemed to me back in the day, that's exactly what it was. We knew the effects of those who was out all hours of the night. Never heard nothing too good. It was rare you did hear something good. But there are some people who, again, need to learn to start respecting spaces. And this way, sometimes there won't be those consequences. There won't be those back and forths, those disagreements, so on and so forth. Some of these situations happening now are just over petty disagreements and a lot of instigation and hype in the air. Again, you need to be making sure your child is good. I don't believe no parent really wants to hear that their kid is in hospital for specific reasons that didn't even need to happen. Now, I'm quite sure they definitely don't want to hear their baby boy or their baby girls sitting in a cell and could possibly be sitting there for a minute. Again, they need to learn, like I said yesterday, conflict resolution. I think a lot of people need to get back into that, even the adults. I'm sorry because at some point, all the ruckus and the promotion, again, is just another big distraction. Another big distraction. One that's not needed. Just got to take into this consideration right here. If you learn that, you know, you can avoid a lot of different conflicts. And even the conflicts that you can't avoid, you can still be in a proper tune, still keep yourself preserved on all angles, even safety wise, and still move on. Some people need to just learn to let go. That's the problem. Right now, we in a world where even the simplest things people want to get in their feelings about. Some things you're just gonna have to let go. You might have a different opinion from me. That don't mean I should try to run down on you, fight you, stab you so you can see things my way. No. I don't expect everybody to see things my way. I don't expect everybody to move a certain way neither. I just go accordingly, like most people should. But again, some people need to just learn to let things go. I'm using me as a prime example because guess what? There are a lot of different things I occur even when I'm off this app. That don't necessarily make me or break me. It just makes me more aware and it makes me more prepared, as always. Keith, what's going on, my guy? And you're supposed to. Because if you make a wrong move, prime example, and you do fight somebody, and then now you come to find out they on papers by law and by state, you could be risking going to jail and for what? Again, you gotta learn conflict resolution. You just gotta learn to analyze things. You can tell when somebody really has issues and when somebody is playing the fool. And when somebody is playing the fool, they'll show it, they'll expose themselves like they always do. But somebody who really got mental health disorders and issues will make it clear as day. And especially if you see these people on a daily. Gotta be mindful again. You know, be more be more open to your surroundings. Know what's going on. The most important thing to do. Prime example, you might do some things that shouldn't be done, and you might cause a situation that didn't need to happen. Prime example, you should know the difference between somebody throwing up a gang sign and somebody who's actually deaf and using sign language. See, we've had certain issues where people have been mistakenly tucking out just because of certain situations. And that's another reason why it's good to try to bring that awareness on board as far as look in your community and see who's who. And for the people you do know, they're going to 9 out of 10 tell you about somebody, especially somebody you might not be aware of. Because there'll be certain moments when you'll wonder why somebody's staring at you, and you might think, somebody's scheming and plotting. That person probably might just have an issue. Because again, some of these people don't present certain symptoms even when they are off their meds. They can still be somewhat calm and normal until they get triggered on something. I watched this shoot. I watched this too many times happen, especially around where I'm at. But again, you know who's playing a fool and playing crazy, and who actually is on paper crazy. Sorry to say it that way, but you should be able to know that. Gotta follow your instincts a lot of times, and that's the most important thing. Follow your instincts. Now again, you know, teaching the proper protocols of safety, it definitely do some wonders. Gotta be gotta be wise in this game of life because you're gonna get all sorts of surprises. You're gonna get some growth definitely because you're going around the board. If you wanna treat life like Monopoly, minus the money part, everything else is basically on board for what we going through right now. Some of you might get a jail free card. Some of you might not get a jail free card. Some of you might pass go and go around that board. Some of you might not make it around the board. Again, we don't know how that book is set up or how whatever is divine. But same token, while you are here, you should remember to always keep yourself safe and always on go just in case. But also remember too, times you don't necessarily gotta do anything. Just observe. See, I believe that again at certain points, there are times when we just didn't allow anything to go down or a person was getting away. No. If something did happen, 9 out of 10, they was usually going to be held down one way or another. Or if not, they was getting found within that time frame, especially when it's things that are happening to those babies. Now again, you're gonna have some people that are so outside of their emotions and they're gonna really be enraged and they're gonna make a fatal mistake. I'm sorry, but it always seems to occur that way. There's always gonna be one who makes that fatal mistake because they couldn't get it right. Just couldn't get it right. See, again, it should be respect of boundaries, respect of space, but also respect of life. See, this the thing. When you actually are saying something that's truthful to the grit and to the bone, you see how people react to it. At the end of the day, the only thing you can do is really stand on what you need to stand on. Yeah, you could feel the type of way about it. But you can't say I'm saying anything wrong about it. Again, conflict resolution needs to be one of the main things that's instilled. In certain situations, it shouldn't be no war to words, no back and forth. It's just going to be simple as it is. Some people are not going to be for some people. Some groups are not going to mesh with other groups. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to the extents that you're going to just to try to get a one up on somebody or to quote unquote get that small victory. Ain't worth it. Because again, in the long run, you going back and forth and having arguments and disagreements with people, and even to a point of violence, how far does it really get you? I know some of these words are going to fall on deaf ears because some people are already trained and wired to say it doesn't matter. But I feel the worst type of crimes are the crimes done to those who ain't a part of a certain society. Again, you'll cause harm and misery to somebody who probably has severe mental health disorder or severely mentally handicapped, disturbed. And I mean on all levels. There's some people too, prime example, uh, that are taking advantage of people with those disabilities. And I'm talking about using their money, all sorts of crap. Trust me. Don't think I don't be hearing shit. And I believe it. The crimes, in my opinion, that are the worst are the ones that are done to people who don't necessarily deserve it at all. But see, I can say that, and it could be a problem to some people. But it's just a reality. This is why I was saying to some earlier, definitely make sure your kids, nieces, nephews, whoever, young relatives, if they are into certain things, especially if it is for a viral moment, make sure they're safe. Make sure they're not a part of anything they don't need to be a part of. In the event they're going to need any type of help, make sure they got the help. But this is why I also implore that some of y'all really be a part of what your kids are doing. And that means even being there. If you got to be the cameraman, so be it. At least there's safety there to a degree. Especially if you know the children could be out past a certain time. And we see that past a certain time, it been getting crazy and gritty. Definitely do not want to have no other casualties in the city. Court, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. There's something to think about, though. Sorry. At some point, we got to come to that realization. We all are going to co-inhabit this same earth until we all closing our eyes at some point. To try to make it at least a little safer, at least a little more reasonable. And again, even down in your kids' schools, making sure that there's no situations occurring, especially if these is from people that don't even go to the school. Is what's going on, my guy? There's no reason why, for real, that 5 out of 6 of those people got taken into custody. Again, parents start really being mindful. Again, start getting back into that notion of going up to your kids' schools and checking on everything. And I'm talking about the ones who actually have the time to do something outside the day besides just sit around and talk and gossip about people. Make sure your kids is all right. But we know what time it is. Another one bites the dust. Oh, wait. Intermission, y'all. My bad. I knew I was tripping. One more for good measure. Yeah, just another one for good measure. Yeah, nah. Don't be saying hi to that person. That was a whole troll in here. First of all, don't come in here speaking to other people. This is what I be talking about with, oh yeah, conflict resolution. This is about to be a whole part of it right here. So I want people to really see what I be talking about for real. You are even getting to a point now where you're not respecting somebody else's space because you have issues with whoever you got issues with. Well, I'm gonna just tell you this right now. I could have went off the deep end just now and gave you a roast, but I'm not. I'm still proving the point to the people, especially those who know me personally. This is the type of people that don't respect spaces at all. If you're not doing it on here, I could tell what you're really doing outside in the streets. See, when you read people good enough, you read good enough. You know when to give energy, when not to. Energy ain't being given today because this is more of a safety concern. This ain't no troll concern. But again, I have respect for people's spaces and respect boundaries. But this is my main thing though, and I'm gonna get back to what I was about to say. Why go through all of the loops and the hurdles, and why go through all the madness and the buffoonery for all the madness to occur, right? When you don't know somebody personally, you never broke bread with them, you never slept with them, never been married to them, so on and so forth. Make it make sense. So that's what I'm saying. It proves my point. You're gonna have some people that come on here because they are mentally disturbed. This internet is their friend. They don't have no friends outside of what they think they have. They got people that just tolerate. That's it. That's what we just do. We tolerate people. They gonna give you no energy. But you all a fool for coming in here. Hopefully you learn something today too. You need to be safe too. See, I can't do nothing to you. But if you disrespect and mess with somebody else's comfortability in space, oh, that person might not be as nice. So if you really ain't prepared for none of that type of smoke and drama, chill out. All in all, though, it goes right back to what I was saying: conflict resolution. Some people don't know how to just leave well enough alone, and some people just don't know how to formally address things when they need to address them. So they will go all out their way, even to the point of following people into other chats, which again I find weird, kind of find borderline creepish. But who's saying what though? Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. Um, Never understood it. Still don't understand it. But again, start being a little bit more wiser. If you can't let go of the fact that somebody probably might have been doing better than you, or because somebody disagreed with you on something, or because somebody just don't want to be bothered with you for whatever specific reason, how you can't just leave it for what it is. It's almost like not dealing with rejection. Rejected people feeling the type of way. Mary, what's going on, baby? So I'll be saying. These are the people that were never taught conflict resolution. For some people, guess what? They're doing things like this because they solely seek attention. And you got others that seek the attention of people around you. Got those who really are mentally disturbed. And then you got ones that just really don't care about nothing. They're going to do whatever just to try to quote unquote bring you down. You don't allow that to happen. I will say this, though. I have given a fair warning to some degree. Because I know whoever said whatever, it wasn't directed towards me. But here's what I'm going to do. Hold on one second. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do in my Nino Brown voice. I am going to, at some point, start doing something. Might do a breakdown. You know what really she gave me an idea. This is the best way to analyze for real what people be thinking or what be on their brain cells. Finding out exactly why and what's the purpose. Like, what's the real purpose? It's pointless. Facts. Like, it seemed like some of y'all be having, and I apologize for anybody that's watching right now. But it goes to show you, you have people who are following people all around, even amongst the collective, which I find weird. Again, if you don't know these people personally on any realm, why are you going hard for? And if you don't like somebody again, why even be around it? Why entertain it? Because you think you can. See, again, people are always going to feel safe behind these damn fingers and behind these damn keyboards. Like I said, just analyze things for what it is. Jewel, what's going on, baby? Oh, come on now. Shades, you laughing, but it's true. Like, let's keep it a buck. What is the sole purpose of walking around following people? Now y'all worse than Urkel was with Laura. Like, you really are everywhere. That's sad. But I can also tell people like y'all never really been actually punched in the face. So, or at least not punched in the face hard enough to where you would learn, I need to chill out. It could be a possibility this person might find me. Shit, I might not even know it. It don't make no damn sense. Come on, because it's like, yo, come on now. This is the best way to teach about conflict resolution. I could have went into a full blown rage, and I'm not. Just made you a part of the content. Thank you kindly. This is a good way for some people. You don't give it as much energy as you think you're gonna give it. You laugh at it, dust it off, and continue with what you was doing. And still be well preserved. I find it just real weird that you wasting time and energy on people. Like I said, you might not never, ever, 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 my Jericho voice, ever see in life. So what the hell is wrong with y'all? Get over yourselves. Learn to take a loss or learn to be a boss. Either which one, you still gonna get tossed. Um, go do what you need to do with yourself, man. I bother people that ain't bothering you, ain't even concerned with you. Let me know when I said something wrong. I'll be quiet for the rest of the night. Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry, because that shit is corny. Giving energy to women on top of that, which leads me to believe that some of you are either women yourselves or cowardly men. See, that's not an insult. It's not a jab at all. That's just a logical view of it. But I forgot. This is the new rumble in the jungle now up in here. So yeah, but for those who are coming to do content, like I said, especially the ones that I already know doing content, y'all know who I'm talking about. Just know this is what comes with it. These are the people that can't be what they really want to be, so they'll be anything on here. They didn't have no backbone outside, but they got backbone on the damn keyboard in social media. How you say it? You ain't standing on business, but you think you standing on business. You're really not. I don't have to run around, follow, do none of this. I don't need. Nah. Again, that's stalkish vibes right there. And in certain cases, that's a punishable offense right there. Don't get that shit twisted. That's still a punishable offense. If somebody felt the type of way, you can't get mad. They decide I'm gonna go about it the legal way. Get your ass up out of here for real. Come on, man. And then again, this is what we be seeing. Crying about certain things, but you ain't seeing the real shit. There are people getting bullied. And I mean to a point where you dealing with people, you trying to get into their personals, that's bullying. Give a fuck what you talking about. You think at some point certain people just ain't going, nah, almost everybody gonna rise up at some point. Trust me on that. Because again, there's some people who are just not playing that game. You'll find out the hard way when your ass is in court or your ass is locked up or the other option. But I ain't gonna even say that because that should be the last option. Straight up. It's time for people to really learn to grow up on all levels. Grow up. Get over yourselves. Because you had a little small disagreement, fallout. I'm supposed to fall out with you forever? No. If we done both said what we need to say, all right, we learn to keep it pushing. And that's it. That's how I move when I'm not even thinking about this app. You people are, I'm speaking to those who need to hear it. Yeah, you ball huggers. You little tiny crab nut crabbers. It's sad that you don't have nothing outside of this. I'm really starting to believe some of y'all just fear coming outside. And some of y'all probably can't go outside because of things you've probably done already. Who fault is that? Learn to change your ways before it becomes too late. Learn to stop doing the things you're doing. And maybe, just maybe, get a little leeway. Come on now. Again, let me know when I said something wrong in here tonight. This is how I deal with conflict resolution. Because I've been saying this for the longest. There are people that just don't like people. There are people who don't like people within your clique. But instead of them acting like adults and really having to hash out about it and then going on about their ways about it, or at least trying to see if it can be a resolution. Because again, some stuff is happening just over simple miscommunication. And you got people that's in everybody is hyping the shit up. Word, what's going on, my guy? Keith, bro, listen, I've been doing content for 2 straight years. I done seen and encountered some shit. And this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new outside of what would be outside of the proverbial streets. The only difference is there's a respect boundary amongst all the real ones. The others that don't respect the boundaries usually end up learning the hard way. But in the same token, they'll live to see another day and learn that hard way. Straight up. Like I said before, there are some people who, again, have never been punched in the face. And I believe some of these people are these ones we speak about, because if you consistently still do the same thing over and over again, like again, following people into chats, following women into chats, like I said, it's two things. It's either you another woman who trolling, or you're a whole grown man and you a cowardly man on top of that. Let me know when I said something wrong. I'm gonna keep pausing for this one tonight. Some point you're gonna really have to get over yourself. Because if you felt the person really hurt you that bad and that light, you would say that shit right then and there. And then after that, you would leave well enough alone after it's all said and done, even if you can't make up. It's just that simple. You think I'm going to be wasting my time and my energy going back and forth with somebody when they're not any type of a threat for real? Come on now, make it make sense. And I'm not saying you should be sleeping on anything, but in the same token, I'm not worried about you, nigga. Shit, you bleed like I bleed. Fuck you talking about? It's the mindset mostly everybody got. But again, I still find that borderline stalkish and weird. I done been in different areas where it's the same thing. Some people are in chat, they chilling, and then here come trolls. They bothering whoever. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, these are the signs of people who are hurt. One way or another, they hurt. So they feelings is I'm gonna try to give back what I'm feeling. But they go about it the wrong way, and some people they don't end up well. So I don't even know why they try. And if you're going to do anything, listen, Shay, if you're going to do anything, and that's anybody, because I can't dictate shit, because shit happens. You're going to do anything, be safe. Don't matter how you doing it, just be safe. Trust your instincts. Again, they serve you well more than anything. Who going to know you more than you? And maybe that man upstairs. Come on now. Nah, your word is the damn truth. And it's a lot of people like that. We done seen this shit on multiple occasions, man. Sad that a lot of people really are disturbed like that. You got upset, be upset. So what? It's a feeling. It'll go away. What are you upset for? Like, and say what you upset for. Again, this is a part of conflict resolution. That's like me beefing with somebody and they don't even know what I'm beefing with them for. They all look at me like, what the hell? What the fuck I do to you? That's like me going to curse out somebody for no apparent reason. They all look at me like, yo, what the hell happened? What I do? Now I'm causing another conflict. For what? That's stupid. Grow up, huh? Shay, what's going on, baby? Got both shades in the building. I see ya. I see ya. I mean, it's the truth. Like, what else you want me to say? I've been analyzing and doing everything. Come on now. I pretty much covered my bases. This is the type of thing you're gonna come across. But see, it's a difference. Because again, I can never take anything personal with somebody that I don't know personally. Never take nothing personal with somebody I'll probably never see. And even if I ever had any type of interactions with them, I would probably bypass them because they're not even in my fucking radar. So sorry to say it that way, but that's how I deal with conflict resolution. And if I feel I have to get into a conflict, it's going to be worth it. And definitely nobody is losing anything outside of maybe a black eye. So I don't really care. But it's sad when you got people who are trying to be a part of something, build and grow, and then they come in here, they in a good zone, and then they being followed from other spots, and then they bringing they dumb shit over here. Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna always have a way to shut that shit down, and y'all know this. And I don't always got to give a eulogy. I'm gonna just critically break y'all down until you learn to just fucking chill the hell out. Not every place is gonna be respecting the bullshit. Again, y'all need to learn to respect spaces and boundaries. It's sad though. Following people from chat to chat. Like, come on now. If this was actual time, you'd have been getting arrested. And in certain states, you definitely was going down. Because what are you doing? Come on now, man. Like, people need to really grow up. And some of y'all really be in your feelings because you try to prove that, oh, they're better than you. Nah. Nobody's better than nobody if everybody's still in the same fucking struggle. Nobody is better than nobody. I don't care what you think your title or your status is. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how some people just don't learn to say, you know what? All right, if this person mad or if this person don't want to deal with me, even if it's just at that time frame, all right, I can respect that. You leave it alone. It's crazy, man. Don't make no damn sense. Oh, you gotta think about it. What is the whole purpose of me following you around when I know you don't want to be bothered? So I could try to make you feel a type of way, or I could try to bring you down to where you what lose control and start acting a fool, son. Is that what I'm really supposed to do? Or to a point where you get a reaction that you was either expecting or not expecting. Make it make sense. Don't make no damn sense. And I would say for some of y'all to do be careful. Because again, we see what kind of BS we see transpire. People just be hurt and don't know when to leave shit alone. Leave it alone. Well, I'm saying it is important to try to at least build and establish that notion right there. Come on now. You don't know how somebody will take things if you was doing that for real. If you was around them, some people ain't gonna be for play when you violating their boundaries and their spaces. They might go upside your head for real. And can you blame them? No, because if I'm telling you to leave something alone, you're still bothering it, starting all the wrong things you don't want to start and don't need to start. I hear you, word. I'm saying everybody is going, and this is my thing though. I'm still going to keep this as my safe haven, and this is going to be the safe haven for everybody. But I feel that's corny that you got people following, even the content supporters, following them around from chat to chat. Like, get over your damn issue. And if the issue has already been addressed, y'all done made whatever established, go on about your business and go live your life. But some of y'all don't have a life. Because if you did, you would not be wasting your space and everything else worrying about the next person. Worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I see it, this is me in my opinion, the only app I've seen that it be that stupid over here. Almost everywhere else is not that bad. Have a good one, Shay Love, baby. Oh, and you too, Angela, baby. Wait a minute. The hell are these fools doing? See, this is another thing I'm talking about. Grown men moving like kids. Let's see how far this goes. Let's see how far this goes. My conflict resolutions, my skills up there. Ah, I don't miss the old me. I definitely don't miss the old me. Oh man, Riders, what's going on, baby? Oh, but you know, you just it's time to really wake up. The time you got spending wasting energy on somebody else, you could have been harvesting that energy for something else greater, something that could be useful, something that could actually be beneficial to your life. If your life is kind of in a rut, because I'm starting to believe a lot of y'all, you just your life ain't where you want it to be, and this is the only way you think you're gonna be able to make it happen. But you need to make it happen on a different accord and stop bothering and stalking and trolling people. And some of y'all don't do good with trolling anyway, so I don't know why you even try. Some of you definitely just don't understand that it's still creepish for you to be following a female into different chats. Come on now, man. Get that zesty ass behavior up out of here, man. Say what's on your mind and speak your piece. On that. I hear you, riders. It's starting to rain again down in the city. Yes, I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit, for a little bit. Nah, I lied. It's real rap though. When you say something that's logical and you also say something again that's knowledgeable and that's actual facts, not opinions, not none of that, you pretty much see what you get, at least over here. Shit corny. Give me 1 second. Behavior. Going back and forth, and you want to keep picking back and forth until you finally have your conflict. And then when your conflict arises and everything is said and done, majority of the times at some point, you either going to end up bumping into each other again and ain't going to be as bad, or I don't know. Some of y'all just weird as a motherfucker on here, man. For real. So I can tell you definitely weird in real time. Nexie, what's going on, baby? No doubt, Riders. I'm still in here for a little bit. But yeah, like this is another thing. If you're supposed to be trying to teach conflict resolution to those need to see it, but everybody's screaming and yelling over each other, or all the 3 words SMDs and your mama's is this and all that extra shit, like all that extra now. That's pointless. Just like I said, if you ever had an issue with somebody, instead of you going under 1,000 names and accounts, instead of you running from chat to chat, bothering the people, why not say what the hell you need to say at that time space when you need to say it? And don't be anybody else. Don't be a John Doe, Curious this, Curious George. Get the bullshit out of here, man. Grow up. How the hell did you get into adulthood with this type of effort? Make it make sense. Somebody let me know when I said something wrong tonight. On that. And you have some people, word, I ain't gonna lie to you, you have some people who actually had a resolution. But again, you got some people who are coming out of nowhere, out of left field, instigating and just reigniting everything. That's what we gotta teach too, to know when, gotta know when to do that. Learn to not have all the outside factors contributing to what's going on. Didi, what's going on, baby? And again, it just goes to show some people will do the utmost just for that little bit of attention. And that right there in its own self is sad. When do you say, you know what? All right, let me just take this and walk away. When do you learn to get out of your feelings and out your bag? Nobody can answer that. Well, they can't answer that. And the answer is, no matter what it may be, ain't always going to be justified neither. Because again, you know right from wrong. And if you know what you're doing can cause an uproar and cause the wrong type of confusion and stir up, why keep doing it? That would be the wise thing to do, word. But that's for everybody. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to do that because you have people again that won't let go. They worse than the leeches that you come across in those nasty pond ridden areas. Like they really are vampires. But again, I don't give a damn. If you got an issue with everybody in the world, you need to address that. You know, that's what I'm saying. If we ain't gonna never really meet or bump heads for real, what's the whole purpose of having a whole lip battle or war? Or just going back and forth for nothing? Time and energy being wasted on bullshit. Sorry. Call it like I see it. But there's a lot of people who, at some point, whether you like it or not. See, you notice how some people they'll attack, they do everything imaginable to try to discredit or try to burn you down, but in the same token, you don't respond to certain things, they get even more hurt. Because again, you know why? It shows that you have a greatness factor. I don't have to say or prove anything. My movement speaks for itself. The eye test. To use a prime example. See how everybody keep trying to, all right, you want to tear down Jordan as far as accolades and stuff like that, right? But you can't deny anything. That man did a lot in less time. Can't discredit something like that. What takes some people more than 10, 20 years to do, it didn't take them that long to do. You know, some people gotta learn, look, if you messed up badly, all right, learn to move forward. Can't do nothing else about it. And I don't mean you trying to give somebody pain, misery, and grief because you feel a type of way. Again, you need to learn to get in control of yourself. And again, stop following people. Damn, man. Making my stomach and my spirit itch right now. Damn. Those who might have just been tuning in, apparently we had some people the last couple of days that have been doing certain things, coming at the women, all from different. Just stop, man. Grow up. If nobody is really interacting on certain things, you can't say they down with something. Stop going off your own perception and your own damn emotions. Grow up. On that, you just gotta learn, man. All right, I shouldn't have did this. What did I learn from this? All right, now I know how to move forward from it. I know what not to do, just in case if I am either building or meeting new people. But y'all can't even do that. There's only the select few on here that actually do that. My fault. It's only a select tribe that can actually do that. I ain't want to say a few people. Because I've seen that this tribe that I'm building, almost everybody has learned one form or just learned how to deal with things accordingly, which I respect again. Not letting nothing take control or try to mess up what you know. And again, how can you teach about conflict resolution on here to a degree? And again, when you going with the yelling, the screaming, the cursing, the downright disrespect, and all of that, again, you forgot. There are people who are watching your lives, man. People who are watching where you at. And they seeing exactly what you're doing. So I hear you, Shay. Listen, that's like that with a lot of people. Sometimes you're gonna have to address certain things, but other than that, you don't need to go back and forth on it. And don't need to be making. That's just my opinion. My opinion. And don't need to be going back and forth on it. Say what I need to say. You say what you need to say. We keep it pushing from there. That's really how it should be, but we know that's not. Because again, some people just love to leech on to that. If they don't have that, at least a little bit of what their lives is dull. They don't have nothing to place into it. Y'all need to start filling a void in your life. And maybe actually things would be a lot better for you. And I'm saying this on both ends because the same way we would say it's the men, it's women too that are doing that same exact shit. And that's a problem. That's a serious problem for adults to be moving the way they moving. And especially when half of y'all are never gonna come across each other again. So why go through it? That's a form of entertainment. It is what it is. No doubt, Mary. Appreciate you, baby. Have a good one. Come on now. This is not preschool, elementary, junior high, or high school. We adults, right? Start moving like adults. I ain't no goody two shoes, but it's just some things I refuse to do on it. I'm not gonna be going back and forth with people that I don't know personally like that. You'll get some bars and some jokes. Other than that, ain't going that far with you. For what? What are you doing to pay my bills? Absolutely nothing. What are you doing that's incorporating happiness to my life? Absolutely nothing. So, not gonna be doing that. And I appreciate everybody who has been standing on their square and doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because we know it ain't easy, especially on this. This used to be fun, but now it's starting to becoming downright just corny now. It really don't make no sense whatsoever, though, that some of y'all just won't leave well enough alone. But I believe at some point, a lot of you will meet that wall. And when you do, hey, it's only because it was worth it. You need to you need to hit that proverbial wall so you could get a need to. just to protect themselves, especially if they feel like they are being threatened. So y'all better remember that part too. Sad, like I said, you're trying to go from one spot to another, especially you building with right people or you just like the content, and you got people that want to be an irk to you. Not saying we can't have our fun and have our downtime and just parlay. I mean, listen, everybody that's been here is doing different things. Some of y'all haven't grown in sexy talks and all this other shit, grant that. Some of y'all really talking about financials, so on and so forth. Not saying that we can't have our fun and do what we do. We shouldn't have to worry about people who just are that obsessed over a situation. It happened, learn something from it, grow from it, get over it. But again, be just mindful of who you place around you in the first place. Some people you're not going to be able to spot off right away. But when you do start feeling any type of vibes about it, just observe it. And then you got people that are actually moving around from different spots. So yeah, if they see anybody in particular they feel they got an issue with, they're gonna follow them wherever they think they going, which is a sad part again. Because again, that's creep and stalk vibes. Again, especially when you're doing that to a woman. You're doing it to a man, that's beyond weird. And you know what? Most of us is getting ready to go with that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna just leave it where it stand at. For those who have actually been doing the best things imaginable on and off here, and I'm speaking again to the collective, continuously keep growing and do what you do. I'm proud of every last one of y'all. Some of y'all are definitely moving into newer and more comfortable spaces in life. I'm happy for that. Anything to keep the ball rolling, hey, that's an important critical step. Don't let the hate, the envy, the jealousy, the sheer spitefulness of people determine anything what you know. Don't even give it lighter energy. Continue to harvest your energy and continue to focus on your goals and your destinations and whatever you might have in your dreams or writing. Don't worry about nobody else. Because again, when they hit that proverbial wall, there'll be a wake up call for them. And when they really sit back and look at how much time was really being actually wasted, they're going to definitely be even more upset. So again, who essentially wins that war, if it is a war? Selena, what's going on, baby? See, and people hate to hear that, but it's an actual fact. At some point, conflict resolution, you're gonna have to. I have to come to some sort of agreement. Because once it starts getting too out of hand and it starts getting too personal, now that's a problem. Come on, son. You supposed to be at the plantation. What you want, man?
Yo, much respect, due, brother Nate, and peace to everybody in the chat. Bruh, okay, I got off for a little bit, then I came back on because everything that you were speaking about, bruh, it's like I could feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube used to be really interesting to me, and I didn't mind, listening to certain things. But everything is like WWE now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, are we really kicking knowledge to each other and using this technology to the best of our ability to uplift one another, or are we doing this just to entertain? You know what I mean? And it's all over YouTube. It's like if they're not debates and arguing about history, they're debates and arguing about groups and this and that. That's why I usually just keep to myself. And there's a lot of people who are in that realm because we don't want to get roped up in any chaos and mayhem, even though it's going to happen. But you got enough in your personal life that you do. You know what I mean? That's why listening to you, bro. You are on fire tonight, bro, and I appreciate it.
All right, I appreciate you too, bro. Now I appreciate everybody that's in here listening now because it was just a little bit of everything I was tackling. Because like I said, the main thing to remember is like, look, man, even when it comes down to this app, everybody gonna have to coexist at some point. Even if you
Right.
don't like each other, you still need to coexist because it's corny. Like, what do I look like really following somebody from chat to chat doing absolutely nothing, but trying to be a pain in the ass? Hold on
I'm
one
telling
second.
you.
Hold on. Hold on one second. Let me put some respect on it. Hold on. I gotta. Hey, if you don't get that damn truck out of here, man. I hear that shit beeping. Hold on, let me get this next. Hold on, baby.
Oh man.
Oh no,
But
wait a
word
minute.
up
I
though,
forgot.
Nate.
I got my
Oh,
damn music back. Hold on. I forgot. I got my music back. I don't care about no dog copyright. Hold on. We got you, baby. Appreciate you for that cash app, baby.
Ay, 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 ay.
You know how to be a fool real quick. Appreciate you, baby. There go
no wrong with
Didi and
that.
James up in here getting it off. Last. Let's go straight open for a minute.
No doubt. But yeah, Nate, man, I'm gonna hop down. But appreciate you, bro. We need more people that can actually speak on this and be unapologetic about it. And it's not like you're aiming at a specific person or a specific group. You're just calling everything out. You know what I mean? And you need more people that can call people's attentions because they might not be aware. Some people might be so caught in their ego or their vision of what they want to do that they allow the entertainment to take over what they're originally supposed to be putting together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only seeing things from an outsider's perspective. You know what I mean? I don't have any content, at least not yet. So I'm still on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? And man, it gets crazy. It's like day and night. There's always somebody online that's arguing, debating, and feuding. And it's crazy because you don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, brother, you keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate this session. Word up.
Nah, because it was going to be, I was going to do this regardless. Because, like I said, part of this live was mostly about the safety, especially like right now, what's going on in the city, these subways. But now, my main diversion now is about this shit. Because, again, you got to come in here and follow females, or you following dudes, or following people
Mm,
that ain't bothering you. Even people who do have, or are on that spectrum that's moving from chat to chat and enjoying the content, you even bothering them. Like, make it make sense. Like, what fucking thrill do you get out of it? Grow
It
up,
says a
man.
lot about them in their personal life. It says a lot about them in
Exactly.
their personal life. Nothing better to do but be on the internet trying to live a second fantasy lifestyle instead of using this internet for what it's supposed to be used for to better really reality. You know what I'm saying? That's why, man. Look, that's why I said, like I said, unplugging and disconnecting can definitely be the new peace of mind. You know what I mean? You deal with enough already in the real world. Now you got to come to this virtual world, and they bring the streets to the virtual world. Now you're caught in between all of this crap, and you're like, damn, I can be online or I can be in the real world. It's still the same bullshit, man. Let me go, man. Let me finish this work here. I'll holler at you, Nate.
You already know, bro. Appreciate you, man. You always more than welcome to pop in, bro. Back to the plantation you go, Sonny.
All right, I got you. Salute, man.
Yeah, my fault, y'all. Appreciate you, brother Keith, for popping in. My bad. Had to double check. I thought this damn alarm was going on. If I was about to start scratching my scalp piece, y'all. Don't need that today. I mean, what happened? Nothing. Nah, but you know, this is what I'm saying. It don't make sense that again you will waste your time, energy, and efforts bothering people that don't need to be bothered. And again, if you got something to say to somebody or you feel a type of way, address it when it need to be addressed. If you ain't gonna do it, don't bother. Just leave it alone. Go your separate way. Again, some people are gonna give you what you want. Or for make sure. Or for multitasking. But yeah, you know, this is what I'm saying. Find something else better to do. You are supposed to be showing growth and evolution no matter what. Consistently being a pest to somebody is not showing growth and evolution. That's showing immaturity and cowardice. I don't care how you look at it. I don't care how you try to fake justify it. I stand on what I stand on. It's complete cowardice. Because if you have an issue with somebody, should be big enough to say it. And if you got energy for somebody, keep it with that person. Don't bring everybody else in the midst of it. Sorry, but it is time to really like get back to that. Showing that we can evolve as people, we could solve our conflicts with simple conversations. Or if we can't solve anything at all, then we could just kindly not have a conversation and go on about our lives. Messiest things in life for real. All in all, though, y'all, I'm saying we got to start doing better. And the best way to show that we know how to deal with better and do better is handling these situations when they need to be handled and in a specific forum. What what you really should be asking yourself before I do get up out of here, and I'm speaking to those who need to hear it, even now the people that like to be a pester to me. Again, what does it show when you're wasting time and energy on somebody that's not even wasting time or invested in you or doesn't give two shits about you? You can answer that logically. Maybe, just maybe, some people would actually sit here and try to take into consideration things. Most of your answers ain't going to be logical anyway. They're going to be more from an emotional state than a logical state. So again, what do you have to do with yourself outside of this internet? And if you don't have something to do, find something to do. Sad when you got to start adulting the kid. You got to start adulting the adults now. Got to start parenting adults. Is that what we doing now? You see how our parents used to tell us, if you're bored, find something to do. If you don't, I'm gonna find something for you to do. And that's what it seemed like now. Because y'all got the mindset of peanut butter. We ain't talking about the good peanut butter neither. That expired peanut butter. That oily, runny, messy peanut butter. That's what you seem to have in your brain. Because you stuck on the notion thinking that you're bothering somebody when you're actually just making yourself look clownish or foolish. Somebody let me know when I said something wrong before I get up out of here. Being extra petty today. Forget that. I'm feeling extra eulogetic today. Without the eulogy. I would just give fair warning though. I'm gonna always have a different way to deal with somebody, especially people who are bothering not just the women in my factor, but the people around me, period. Because it's corny. I think you really need to learn something. And I'm gonna make sure you learn something. Kid, young or old, you're gonna learn something today. Nonetheless, again, for those parents, especially in the city, and I'm going back to that, make sure your kids are straight, man. If there's something going on remotely that's gonna bring that much chaos and misery, make sure you avoid it by making sure you are doing what's necessary. Start speaking to your kids. And again, teach your kids conflict resolution. It'll work. Even though we see some people don't know how to do that yet, there are others who can show them. You are one of them, showing them how to deal with conflicts. Not just within the household, but outside the household. And within the world around them. It is time to really start refocusing on educating and educating in the right light. It's time for people to live their life the way they see fit without people having to fucking fit. Grow up. So I'm gonna keep telling y'all for tonight. Grow up. Mad about what I said, so what? Did it sting a little bit? Probably did. It hit you in the gut, right? I should tell you something. When you go to sleep at night, you should be thinking, what the fuck am I wasting my time for? Why I keep doing this? Some of y'all with a good mind sense would say that. And that's why we don't address things we don't need to address at time. We just keep it pushing. But when we do address it, we know what time it is. It's not going to get what you want, but you're going to get what you need. Some real, raw facts. So you're going to get. With that being said, I'm not going to hold y'all. Definitely about to get back on this plantation my damn self. But I feel I wanted to come in and speak to the people. I was trying to do this earlier, but had a whole bunch of madness and avoided the rain, baby. Yes, I avoided that rain early. Nonetheless, though, good talk as always. And again, shout out to Brother Keith for popping in. This is something that's going to continuously get spoken on until motherfuckers get the drift. I'm sorry to say it that way. And no, this ain't for kids, so definitely no kids are going to be watching this video. And I ain't putting it on private. This is just real rap. Time for grown people to start acting grown and stop acting like children. And when you actually fucking could be an adult about something, hash your shit out like an adult, then we can speak. But yeah, let me get up out of here. Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in. You know, it's always a blessing. It's always a bring sun with people. For those who are following me on Clapper or haven't followed me on Clapper, make sure you do. I'm definitely going to be bringing them good vibes tomorrow. Apologies, I was trying to give something out today, but apparently the Wi-Fi was in and out again. I don't know what these fools are doing, but yeah. Know me. Gotta have a strong signal, baby. But again, appreciate everybody. And again, shout outs to everybody that's being a part of this growth, still being a part of this growth. We still got work to do. Still got some good conversations to have. Never know what's going to be around that corner, but just know this. This is a safe haven. And I mean that. If I got to bust a whole bunch of heads, so be it. But I will let you know that I'm one of those that respecting this space, that's what you're supposed to do, respect it. If you don't respect it, I'm going to make sure you respect it. You don't want me to do that. I would advise you not to let me do that. Please don't let me ever go back to that side again. Because I don't care who you are. You come disturbing my space, and I'm going to be all in your face. Period. Got issues with people outside of here or wherever, keep it wherever. Come over here with that. And again, stop trying to just attack the women. Grow the hell up, man. Stop being a creep. Stop being a lame and a loser. Stop being an active drug abuser. Stop being an internet junkie. Learn to get outside, you fake bronze monkeys. Sorry. Because what you think you're doing, you think it's cool, but it's not. At the end of the day, all you do is look like a fool. See, this is how I'm going to settle conflict resolution. I ain't even going to break a sweat doing it neither. While you still got life to breathe and actually do something besides just being a pain in the neck, go out there in the real world and go make something of yourself. Mighty talk about legacy, but I don't see some of y'all doing that. What I do see you doing is just being internet stalkers, fake well wishes, and definitely just a bunch of divisionists. I don't need none of those around, and they won't be around. That's for another live, y'all. Yeah, let me get up out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all evenings. I'll see some of y'all running around these streets tonight. Don't worry. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know that love is love and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All to do is give you real. That's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. And I'll definitely be back in the morning with that good old safe. Well, I always gotta let's see what this happens. I'll definitely be back tomorrow afternoon or most likely tomorrow evening with that clapper stream, definitely. And yeah, we're gonna definitely rock out and have some good vibes. I could possibly do a open panel discussion tomorrow night, but we'll see. Again, hopefully all y'all enjoy your evening. And this is a good one as always. Y'all stay safe, keep that third eye open. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.